The key to a truly fulfilling life. A powerful life lesson. What makes life truly fulfilling?
Is it wealth, fame, or power?
Or is there something even more valuable? Today we uncover a profound ancient wisdom that reveals the true secret to a meaningful life. Watch till the end. This lesson might just change your perspective. A life without kindness and virtue is like a barren land, empty and without purpose. Meaning of the imagined two lands. One is green, full of life and fruitful. The other is dry, lifeless, and barren. This wisdom teaches us that a life without kindness, virtue, and goodness is like that barren land, empty and without meaning. No matter how rich or powerful we become, if we lack compassion and righteousness, our life holds no real value. True fulfillment comes from helping others, living with honesty, and being a source of light in the world. Just like a tree is valued for its shade and fruit, a person is valued for their goodness. Without it, life is meaningless. Religious perspective. Throughout history, great thinkers, philosophers, and spiritual leaders have taught one thing. A life driven by virtue is the only life worth living. People who focus only on wealth and personal gain may feel powerful temporarily, but they often lack true peace and happiness. Those who dedicate their lives to kindness, fairness, and righteousness leave a legacy that lasts forever. Many great figures in history were not remembered for their riches, but for their wisdom, compassion, and selfless actions. This wisdom is a reminder that virtue is what gives life true purpose and value. Scientific perspective. Science has confirmed what wise people have always known. A life built on kindness and virtue leads to real happiness. Research shows that acts of kindness trigger the release of serotonin and dopamine, the feel-good chemicals in our brain. A study found that people who volunteer and help others live longer and have lower stress levels. Psychologists have discovered that people who seek purpose beyond material success experience deeper satisfaction in life. So, science proves that a life without kindness and moral values is like a machine without fuel. It might run for a while, but eventually, it will break down. A small story. Let me share a story about two businessmen, Ethan and Oliver. Ethan was ambitious and believed money was the only thing that mattered. He built a huge business but cared only about profits, ignoring the well-being of his employees. Oliver, on the other hand, also wanted success, but he treated people with respect and fairness. He helped his employees, donated to the poor, and built strong relationships. Years passed. Ethan became rich but lonely. His employees left him, and he had no real friends. Even with all his money, he felt empty. Oliver, however, had a flourishing business and a fulfilling life. People respected him, and he was surrounded by love and trust. One day, Ethan asked Oliver, "Why are you so happy while I feel empty despite having everything?" Oliver smiled and said, "Because I built my success on kindness, and you built yours on greed. A rich heart is worth more than a rich wallet." Ethan finally understood. True wealth comes from the goodness we bring into the world, how it applies to our everyday life. So, how can we apply this in our daily lives? At work and business, success means nothing if it's built without integrity. Treating people fairly brings long-term growth. In friendships and relationships, true happiness comes from giving, not just taking. Kindness strengthens relationships. In personal growth, living with virtue makes us mentally and emotionally stronger. In leadership, the greatest leaders are those who serve others, not just themselves. A house built without a strong foundation will collapse. Similarly, a life without virtue is bound to fall apart. Choose kindness. Choose integrity. That's the true key to success and fulfillment. At the end of the day, what truly matters is not how much we have, but how we live. A life built on kindness and virtue is a life that stands the test of time. So, let's make our lives meaningful, not just by what we achieve, but by the good we bring into the world. If this message inspired you, share it with someone who needs to hear it today. See you next time. Thank you for joining this exploration of wisdom. If this message resonated with you, like, share, and subscribe for more insights into timeless truths. Remember, every great journey begins with a single step, and every great idea begins with a strong foundation. See you in the next episode.